The National Association of Realtors is putting the final touches on a $418 million lawsuit that are also going to include some changes in how realtors can do business. Now, if these final changes get filed and become law, they will go into effect somewhere around mid to late July of 2024. Well, how is that going to affect you as a buyer or you as a seller? Well, stay tuned and we're getting ready to tell you all about it.
Hey guys, I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver. A couple weeks ago, we did a video on the February housing market for Middle Georgia, and during that housing market report, we kind of dipped into a little bit to the National Association of Realtors lawsuit settlement and touched on a few things that were involved in what are the proposed changes. Now, of course, nothing has been signed and nothing has been filed yet, but these seem to be the last final steps before they do come to a final conclusion. So I wanted to go over them in a separate video and kind of get your inputs on how you think this is going to change things. Now, in those proposed changes, one of the biggest things that they're going to be talking about doing is buyers and sellers will be paying for their own commissions for their own agents. So the seller's commission for their selling agent will be paid for by them, and the buyer's agent is going to be getting paid by the buyer himself. So what are your thoughts on this, and why do you think that this would be a good thing, or why do you think this would be a bad thing? Make sure to make some comments below. But that's the proposed changes that they're making right now, is that on the MLS where agents put the listings for their houses for sale, there will no longer be a place where they can put out offers to the buyer's agent to bring them buyers anymore. So there will be nothing on there pertaining to cooperative commissions. Now, in conjunction with the sellers and buyers paying for their own agents' commissions, they are also kind of changing things up a little bit to where the buyers used to not be required to enter into a buyer's brokerage agreement, which means that originally, currently as it stands right now, if you are a buyer and you have an agent, then chances are the buyer's agent that is representing you is going to get paid by the listing agent's commission. So it wasn't a big deal if you didn't pay them, because they were going to get paid by the seller, by the listing agent. Now they are no longer going to get paid by the listing agent. Now the buyer is going to have to pay for the buyer's agent, which means in conjunction with that, the buyer's broker or the buyer's agent is going to be mandatory to have a buyer's brokerage agreement signed between you, the buyer, and them, the buyer's agent that's representing you. So that's one change that's going to be coming in. What do you think about that? Now, as it stands right now, the listing agent is getting paid by the seller to sell their house. Well, the commission that they make, they offer that out to buyers in order to entice them to bring, or buyers agents, to entice them to bring buyers to them so they would make an offer on the house like this one that we're in right now. But now with the new proposed changes, they're talking about not being able to put that out on the MLS. So they're not saying that you can't do it, they're just saying that they're not going to require the selling agent to put out part of his commission as an incentive to the buyer's agent. So with that being said, on the seller side, if you were selling your house, would that be a problem for you, or would you think that that was better on your side? That's something else that needs to be considered. Would you be interested in still offering some kind of concession to the buyer's agents out there to bring you buyers, or would you just rather the buyers pay their own commissions to their own buyer's agents and be done with it? So there's two ways you can go. Tell us below what you think you think they ought to do, or what you think you would be willing to do when you start selling your house. And as you being a buyer, let's say, for the buyers right now, If you're going to be paying for your buyer's agent to find you a house, make the offers, get you to the closing table and all that, and coordinate with your lender, how are they going to get paid? Are you going to be paying for them out of your pocket, or will that commission be rolled into the loan that you're applying for to buy the house? That's one question that has so far not been addressed. Well, these are the proposed changes that they have so far. Like I said, they have not been put into stone yet. They have not been filed as a final decision yet. So, but it is something interesting to think about. And like I said, make some comments below, give it a thumbs up, and let us know what your thoughts are about this, and if you think it's a good direction to go or a bad direction to go. I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See ya.